not able to come. Right. Now, according to Visuddhimagga, the way of contemplating this Saṅghānussati, contemplating, or maybe use the word recollection. Today I didn't share the notes to you all because I want you all to listen. Later I will share the notes to you all. Now, we can chant the Pali. Now, when we chant the Pali, what is the attitude? All right. So you can have attitude of reverence or grateful. Sometimes maybe if like people who coming from overseas, they are not used to the Buddha Dhamma Saṅgha. So it's difficult for them to have the attitude of gratefulness or happiness, all right? So what they need to know is try to understand the qualities of the Saṅgha. Now, according to Visuddhimagga, when I read it, it seems talk about Arya Saṅgha, right? But we need to know some of the definition, right? In Visuddhimagga, it gives lots of points. So I just pick out some certain point, right? Which I think is easier for us to understand. Now, Suppaṭipanno, good way. Su is good. Uju is straight. So you can see the same Pali, Su and Patipanno, Ujuppaṭipanno, Ñāyappaṭipanno. So let's say Su is good. So what is good way here? Visuddhimagga explained as Dhamma vinaya, the teaching of the Buddha and then the discipline laid down by the Buddha. Ujup means straight. Straight here means enter the middle path, middle way. That's referred to Noble Eightfold Path. Avoid the two extreme. All right. The extreme of self-mortification means self-torture. The other one is self-indulgence. Right. So avoid these two extremes. Now, Ñāya is true way. So this is talking about Nibbāna. Sāmīci means proper way. So this and on the way of those who are worthy of proper acts of veneration. All right. So actually, when we chant it, it's difficult to analyze it, but we just know that it's talking about the bhagavato. Bhagavato means it's actually genitive case here of the Exalted One of the Buddha. Sāvaka is sāvaka. The meaning of sāvaka is actually literally means that somebody who hear, right? Somebody who hear the Dhamma. Saṅgho is community here, community or disciple here. So whether Su, Uju, Ñāya, Sāmīci is talking about they are entered the right way, proper way, straight way, and so on. And now, in the Visuddhimagga, explain what is the cattāri. All right, Yadidaṁ, that is to say cattāri. Cattāri is 4. Purisa is man. Yugāni is a pace. Aṭṭha is a 8. Purisapuggalā, so person. Now, in the enlightenment, we have 4 paths. We call it 4 magga and 4 phala. 4 paths and fruition. So if you put together, so you got 8. So 4 paths, 4 fruition plus is 8. But we call it 4 pairs of men because there are 4 level enlightenment. So the first level, we call it sotapatti. Then the path, after that, when it's actually one citta in Abhidhamma, it arises, then it ceases. Then the next one, the fruition, arise and cease. So this is called one pair here. Then followed by second enlightenment, Sakadagami, Magga, and Phala. Means Sakadagami means once returner. I think you all should be able to understand. Path and fruition. So Anagami means non-returner. Normally sotāpattimagga, right? The person becomes sotāpanna. It say that maximum is 7 times. Sakadagami is at least 2 or 1 time to the world. Anagami means non-returner will never return to the sensual world. So that's why I call non-returner. Then Arahata means final one. Actually, the Buddha is also Arahant. Means that after pass away, never reborn. So Arahata. So there is a 4. So if you calculate like this, it's 4 pairs here. But if you calculate the path and fruition, then there will be 8 types of men. Okay, 8 types of person. So this is talking about Arya Saṅgha. All right, Arya Saṅgha. So Esa, this bhagavato, exalted ones, a genitive case, sāvaka-saṅgho, discipline community. So after that, then either ahuneyo, pahuneyo. In Magga say these two are quite same. Okay, right? Worthy of gift, worthy of hospitality, dakineyo, offerings. Anjali sure means that you, like we say the word anjali, okay, should be respected. Anjali means put a palm together. And then anuttaram, incomparable. Punya, so punya is a merit. Ketta is a few. So lokasa for the world, right? So of course, if you know the each Pali word is good, but I think at the moment of when we are chanting, there's no time for you to analyze word by word. But generally, we should know the whole meaning is praising the qualities of the Saṅgha. That means that they enter to the Dhamma vinaya, they are practicing the noble effort path, they are aiming for Nibbāna, so they are practicing correctly. So here actually refer to the Arya Saṅgha because talking about enlightenment time. Okay. So that's why they are worthy of respect, worthy of offering, worthy of hospitality, and incomparable field of merit for the world. Okay, so far, any question before I continue?
Yeah, Dr. Cālā, for the meaning of Sotapatti, is it, you mean they pass away and come back, is it? Like Saṅgādagami, they pass away and return. You mean they pass
Yeah.
away?
They got the at most 7 lifetime.
Oh,
After somebody becomes sotāpanna,
Hmm?
they will have maximum 7. Like the Visakha, after she gained enlightenment, she gained first level at the age of 7. Then after that, she passed away, but she reborn as a deity. They will have maximum 7 lifetime.
Oh,
So they only who will pass away, and that means the Arahant. So when Arahant pass away, never reborn. Okay? Only
oh,
Arahant never reborn. But the rest from 1, 2, 3, 4, they were reborn.
thank you.
All right. So yeah, that means that if we have opportunity to meet Arya, they might be still around in this world. Not to say all the Arya, they must pass away. Okay? Okay. All right. So any question?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. Now this is just praising. Now, when you are doing this one, so how should we do it? Right. First, as we say, everybody had different way of learning. Some people prefer audio. Some people prefer visual. Some people prefer audio and visual, which I think is very much more better. So what we do is we do chanting like just now. Okay, Suppaṭipanno, bhagavato. So when you chant, you should put your hand together. All right. So fold the arm, fold the hand. Means anjali. We call it anjali lah. Anjali. Okay. Now, why do we anjali? Right? Because there are a few methods. Of course, when you're in meditation, you can just chant quietly. But you chant quietly, you don't hear your sound. So it's better you chant out and you put the hand together. So when you put the hand together, you are actually more focused because the mind is focused on chanting and the hand actually put in the middle. So you are having a good focus here. There's audio. And visual means that like we mentioned yesterday, I think Sharon, you didn't come over yesterday. You missed a very good discussion. We are talking about who should we look at the photos of those who still living or those who have passed away. Which one do you prefer? Okay, let's say Sharon. Okay, since it's good now, I give you the chance to join in. Do you prefer to look at those who passed away or prefer to look at those still alive?
I prefer to look at those who give me good feelings. Oh.
So no, you don't care whether they pass away or still
Yeah.
living. Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of good feeling are you looking at?
It's like maybe I really respect the
Okay, all
the
right,
monk as a teacher. He has
all
published
right,
many
okay.
books and all that kind of
Okay,
things.
okay. So you are looking for you have most respect, all right?
Yeah.
Most respect towards them. All right. Okay, okay, good. All right. Yeah. Yesterday we discussed some they say still living, some like Sumita, she prefer those still living because she feel that she want to offer and got opportunity to offer while they're still living, right? For those who pass away, she will say, oh, she feel like it's such a pitiful, what a great loss. The person had passed away, the vulnerable had passed away. Okay. To me, whether they are living or pass away, to me is I don't feel much different because I focus more on Dhamma. Now, I'm not the what we call it. I'm Buddhi Charita, right? You know, the Buddhi intellectual type. So I'm much more focused on Dhamma. I'm not so sentimental type, right? Okay. So either one, but let's say if you are looking at those who pass away, so be careful of our mental health. We use the word mental health. So if you are chanting the Buddhanussati, Dhammanussati, Saṅghānussati, the idea is for you to have happy, joy, respectful feeling. But if you're going to chant, you look at the vulnerable and you feel so sorrowful, it, it, it does not achieve the purpose, you know. We want your mind to be peaceful, right? So if you're chanting, look at him, oh, what's so beautiful, he passed away so young. I remember in actually many years ago. So we received a news that one of the vulnerable, actually I went to his place to practice samatha before I become a sadhya. So I like that place because it's kind of like very forest type. And then many years later, when I was in Myanmar, and then one day I received the news he had passed away at the age of 50. We actually get a shock because we didn't expect him to pass away at the age of 50, right? It is still considered prime age, you know, because he had contributed so much to the sasana and he will contribute so much to the sasana. So I was having shock, right? But I think nowadays, we after we like our age, we live 50, 60 years old, we get to hear many news about vulnerable pass away. Maybe our mind already quite immune already. All right. Anyway, the main thing is be careful of our mental health. So, and then the best is, of course, look at them, look at the video, right? There's one way, audio, visual, or another one, chanting. So when chanting, look at their photo, all right? Yeah, look at their photo. That's the best. Or you look at their Dhamma talk, also good. Yeah. Now, what is the emotion we want, right? So we are actually talking about now all these Buddhanussati, Saṅghānussati, Dhammanussati, or any of the Anussati is for us to develop wholesome mind, right? So when we are doing this Saṅghānussati, also we need to have wholesome mind. So what kind of wholesome mind? So we need to feel their metta, their compassion to us. Because when they are sharing Dhamma, they must have that kind of good attitude, right? There is they are compassion enough, they have metta enough. Okay, that's one way. And also when they're sharing the Dhamma to us, they have enough wisdom and knowledge. Especially when we are telling them our life problems and meditation problem. All right. So we try to have that kind of, then if you can feel the metta and compassion, if you can feel the wisdom and knowledge, then your mind will be more you will be more respectful towards them and you will remember their qualities. So actually we call it Saṅghānussati, is try to remember the good qualities in the Sangha. All right. Okay. Anything want to ask here? If not, I continue. Okay. Now teaching. Right. It's very important to view the Sangha as the source of Dhamma knowledge, right? Teaching means refer to Dhamma teaching. And in this way is we learn the teaching from them because especially when we get the advice or specific teachings and advice from the monastic that can transform our understanding or practice. All right. So it's very, very useful kind of advice or very useful teaching. For example, if you have problem, you ask them, they give you advice. Okay, you should do this or that. Maybe you should practice this, such and such a meditation. Then we should reflect it. The moment you reflect it, you appreciate it, right? To have appreciation of the Sangha. Because of them, you get to know the Dhamma. So you also need to write down, no? And also because nowadays people don't write on piece of paper already. Also like me, sometimes I bring a pen or pencil. So after that, I write somewhere, then the paper also disappears somewhere. Pen also disappears somewhere. So it's very difficult. So we can write down. All right, write down or you share on social media. That's why these few days I'm doing the Mangala Sutta. I think it's good also for me to reflect on Mangala Sutta. And so since we have how many Mangala Sutta, so we can go slow 1 week, 1 time. All right. Now, how should we see them? See them as a person, their lifestyle. Okay. So we can study the life stories of great monastic. For example, you can read the story like Sariputra, Moggallana, or Venerable Kassapa, who practiced great ascetic, right? Asceticism, and like Anuruddha. Actually, with so many Arahant, I think everybody prefer Ananda, right? Because Ananda is very, I call it, very human in a way. Because, when the Mahapajatami Gotami, she want to start as a bhikkhuni and then an Arahant, and Ananda saw she's waiting outside with all the ladies, second ladies, and then Ananda was very touched by their condition because they had to walk for a long distance to meet the Buddha, right? So we can study their story, right? And if you prefer the modern one, you can read the Ajahn Chah, Ajahn Mun, and so on. So this will be inspiration for your own path practice. And the correct moments where you witnessed monastic maintaining their precept even in challenging situation, appreciating their commitment to ethical conduct, all right? And also visiting temples, meditation center, and monasteries, nunneries, mindfully observe the deportment and daily activities of monastic, right? Okay. All these I get from Nobu. So I choose whatever good idea I think I can from Nobu. So one thing about you see the Saṅgha. So remember Saṅgha are a few types. Some are very new, right? Means that they just maybe temporary ordination. In Myanmar, it's actually very normal to have temporary ordination for monks. They for lay people, men, they ordain maybe even as 7 days, then they disrobe. And then for Sale, also some will go for temporary ordination and disrobe. Okay. So when you go for meditation center or whatever, so sometimes also don't try to be judgmental lah. Because you see all sort of pattern. Some are very newly newly ordained one, so their behavior might not up to that standard yet. Okay. All right. Because sometimes in Myanmar, when travel around, I see some of the monks, on the roadside, smoking. Then like this, So try to go for those maybe more strict one, strict, right? More strict one, then they will be having more better practice. Okay. So reflect on how the Saṅgha embodies the gradual training Sikha from Sila, Samadhi, Panya. So when we study the ETP, so all this actually refer to Arya Saṅgha. All right. That's why it say at the end, there's a cattāri, purisa-yugāni, aṭṭha, purisapuggalā. So we're talking about enlightened Arya Saṅgha, all right, noble one. So that's why they are ahuneyo, pahuneyo, dakineyo, anjali-karaneyo, anuttaram punya ketam logasa. Worthy of gift, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, whom should be respected in incomparable field of merit, So I was looking at those monks on the street smoking. I was thinking, how am I going to respect them? But here it actually talking about Arya Saṅgha, all right? Arya Saṅgha means those who are enlightened. So that's why when we are chanting the Saṅghānussati, you dedicate the mind to the noble one, Arya Saṅgha, those who have enlightened. Okay. Okay, now some more. Right, now some more. All right, so deepening reflection on the Saṅgha qualities. Consider their renunciation, how they have given up worry, pleasures, status, and comforts in pursuit of liberation, and how this challenges your attachment, right? Yeah. So you can consider those have renounced the world in a way, right? Reflect on their contentment, how they live simply, free from burdens of household life, and how this aspire your own sense of non-attachment. recollect the Saṅgha fearlessness, how the monastery live without concern for worldly security, having the contemplation of death, and relying entirely on Dhamma and the support of devotees. Right? This is actually good because sometimes you can compare their lifestyle and your lifestyle, the difference, right? For us, sometimes wearing the robe is actually sometimes one color. Depends on how people offer. Sometimes they offer brown. Sometimes they offer maybe a little bit dark brown. To me, it's actually no problem. It's just a robes only. All right. Okay. Now, I think this part will be more good for you all. Interactive and communal practices. I get this from Noble. I think it's quite good also. Offer danas generously, mindfully when giving food, robes, or other requisites. Reflect on how you are supporting the continuation of the Buddha's dispensation. So this is good. Yeah. So when you offer the 4 requisites, so you at that time, remember we say always put the aspiration means that may I support the Saṅgha, all right? So may this help the Saṅgha continue their practice, and this help the Buddha Sasana. So another one is engage in Dhamma discussion, ask monastery about their practices, challenges, and insights, deepening your appreciation for their perseverance. All right, so this is good also. Okay, now how should we practice? So during formal meditation, imagine yourself in the presence of the great arahants of the past, allowing their example to inspire practice. Practice gratitude meditation, focusing on how the Saṅgha has preserved and transmitted the Buddha's teaching through generation. Send metta to Saṅgha. All right, so this is good. Okay, number 1 is a kind of like visualization, right? Visualization. Why do we need to visualize? Okay, because sometimes people say when I doing the chanting, I just hear the sound. So they don't know how to focus their mind. So if you are doing visualization, so you can just think about like 4 or 5 monks or a Saṅgha sitting in front of you. So you just, your mind focus on them. So while you're doing the chanting also, so it gives your mind some kind of object to hold in the mind, all right? So this called it. So of course you don't need to think about the faces, how they look like. There's too much work already. So just a kind of present only. Sense that they are still around. Or maybe if you prefer the past Arahant or whatever, you can think about like Moggallana, Sariputra and so on. Okay. Another one is a practice gratitude meditation. So that's good. So you're thinking about how you get to know the Dhamma because of Saṅgha. Because of Saṅgha, you get to know the Dhamma. Without the Saṅgha, because the Buddha has passed away since 2,550 years, such a long time throughout the history, how do you get the Dhamma knowledge? Right? Through the Saṅgha means Buddha's disciple, one generation to another generation to another generation to another generation. Since the India time, you read already how many things have happened. Famine, war, fighting, So that's why even at one time, the Buddhism was totally lost in India. Do you know that? Do you know that? Yeah. The Buddhism was totally lost in India, but it actually managed to transmit it to Sri Lanka, and then also due to the Asoka transmitted, it's actually sent missionary, I think 9 missionary to places like Myanmar, other countries also. All right. So you can see through the generation, despite of many problems like famine, war, yeah, it's not easy to pass the teaching of the Buddha. And try like Theravada, we try to maintain the pure teaching of the Buddha without changing much, right? So another one, send metta. How do you send metta? Right. So it's like why we say, okay, we are talking about may all beings be very happy. You can say also, may my venerable teacher, may they be very happy, may they be free from mental and physical problem. Can also. You can send to your any venerable that you like, especially if you think that maybe you heard the news, they are having some disease or sick or maybe in hospital. Yeah, all right. So you can send the metta back to them. Okay? Okay. Now we are going to the last one already. Okay, let's see. Sister Guat Ngo, can you read this one? Advantages.
Okay. Have faith in Triple Gem by seeing Bonasti and inspiration to practice Sila, Samadhi, and Panya like them. Feeling humility and gratitude as an important part of spiritual practice. Third, feel spiritual support and protection from Saṅgha. Fourth, overcoming 5 hindrances in meditation. Fifth, gain access concentration, not absorption concentration, jhana. Sixth, by reflecting on the virtue of the Saṅgha, one naturally seek out noble friends, which the Buddha called the whole of the spiritual life. 7, reborn in good destination, Sugati, human Deva planes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now, Sister Guat Ngo, so which one do you like it? Oh, so many advantages. Which one do you prefer?
Which one prefer?
I mean, which one you like it most? Yes.
Like reflecting on the virtue of the Saṅgha.
Okay. So you like this one? One
Yes.
normally one naturally
Seek
seeks
out
out
a
noble
noble
friends.
friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Because when we say the Saṅgha are having the best qualities, so because when your mind inclined towards them, so you also want to have friends who have such good qualities. So that's why the Buddha say Kalyana Mitta, noble friends. Because if you have noble friends, normally we hear noble friends refer to Saṅgha or the Buddha. But if you cannot refer to Saṅgha, so you refer to any of your good friend, right? So once you have good advice for somebody, Kalyana Mitta, then your spiritual life is called whole. Whole means is completed because if you can get advice from the right person. All right. Okay. How about others? Which one you prefer? No, so of course we prefer all, right? How about Sister T? Which one you like the best?
Yeah. It's I think the spiritual support from the Saṅgha and the way, because the Saṅgha we can learn from their a lot of good qualities, especially as in terms like silas. Sometimes we don't know how to practice, and if we go to the monastery, from there we can ask, we can seek guidance, and then we can also embody, see their example. A lot of
Okay.
things we can learn from there. And
Okay.
so now today I also gain a lot of benefit where I start to learn discussion. I mean, reading suttas, dhammas, all that lah. Through
You join
on
the Wednesday group also, right? Wednesday class, Pali.
I think I joined. No, I joined the
Thursday only.
weekly manga one.
Yeah. Okay. Or you can join the Wednesday. I
Wednesday,
Monday to Friday class, but Monday class is too difficult.
I have sutta now. I
Oh,
join Brother
okay.
Cow class also.
Okay, no problem. No problem. It's okay. No problem. It's
I
okay. You all can join whatever class you are free. All right. Whenever you're free. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So we finished the whole discussion about this. So remember when we talking about Saṅghānussati, all right. So we are actually refer to the right. So we call it recollection of the Saṅgha. Literally, actually means Saṅgha's qualities. All right. And the word this, as I mentioned yesterday, the word. All right. So anu. Okay. Anu means again, again, right? Literally, if you want to translate like again and again, plus sati means mindfulness. When you have mindfulness again, so means recollection. Recollection is actually a contemplation or recollection. Sometimes we can use the word reflection also. Okay. So it's all these are English. So main thing is or we can use the word focus, all right? Focus and refocus. Focus and refocus the mind. And this is all talking about Arya Saṅgha. So when you're chanting this, dedicate your mind to Arya Saṅgha. Or if not, just choose any venerable that you really have the most respect because of their Sila Samadhi Panya. If not because of their Dhamma talks, you like it a lot. Or if not, because you have liars with them or you have met them and you are really very impressed with them. Okay. So, but one thing is that we should not be we call it bias. Bias means that you say, oh, this teacher is very good. Or so when the teacher come, I rush all the way to see him. And that teacher is not so famous, so I no need to rush to see him. This kind of bias. So it's like a film star, this film star is very famous, so I go and see him. That film star is not so famous, I don't need to go and see him. Some people are like chasing the guru. We call it chasing the guru. Actually, in Myanmar, sometimes I see a lot of people like that. When they say this teacher is having the psychic power, or sometimes they say this sayadaw is very famous, he can cure the people by his chanting. Oh, huge crowd of people rush to see him. It's true, sometimes the traffic, and then then the rest is maybe, but in Myanmar, because it's a Buddhist country, sometimes most of Dhamma talk will have some definite devotees one. Sometimes in our center, we give opportunity for very young monks to come and practice giving Dhamma talk here. So they have the opportunity to learn also how to give Dhamma talk. Okay, so I think we have you all have no questions, so I will share this document with you all later. So you all are clear how to practice, right? All right. So either since today's topic is Saṅghānussati, so try to think about the vulnerable that you respect. That is to help you focus the mind. But as I say, it's better you just think about Arya Saṅgha. Okay? This means that you are not having attachment to any vulnerable. That's make your mind more pure. Because sometimes people say, okay, I like this monk or I like this nun because that he is good to me. He give me advice. Okay? So your mind is having a little bit attachment towards this Saṅgha. So it's best if your object is just pure Arya Saṅgha. Okay? Of course, it's not easy to just think about Arya Saṅgha, right? If you never meet an Arya in your life. But we don't know who is Arya. Because according to Vinaya rules, the monk who is Arya, he cannot tell the lay people he's Arya, Okay. All right. So, okay. So we will start our practice. What we do is, do you want to do chanting together? This one? Okay, so we will take turn. I think it's fair to take turn, no? Because if you ask me to chant from beginning, then I'll feel very tired also. All right, so we will take turns. Each person chant maybe 5 times. All right. So okay, I think we start with Subang. You chant 5. After that, Sharon 5. Okay. Then Sister T 5. So totally 15. Then after that, we stop and we go for practice. All right. So Subang, you can start now. 5 times. So can you chant a little bit happy? Happy song. Okay.
Must be equanimous.
No. Because the purpose of all this Buddha Dhamma Saṅgha is to have good feeling. I mean, that's the purpose, right? All right. Okay. All right.
Can be fast, huh?
Can. Or you can close your eyes. See, you can familiarize. You just need to count 5. So after Subang, then Sharon, then Sister T. Then after that, we stop. We will start our own practice. Okay. Okay. We can start now. Put the hand
Saṅgha,
together. Everybody put the hand together. All right.
Saṅgha Vandana. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. The community of the Exalted One's disciples has entered.
No need the English, just the Pali. 5 times Pali. Okay.
Okay. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketang lokasati.
Okay. I think Sharon.
Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karineyo anuttarang punyaketam lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Anuhe ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anutaram punyaketam lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anutaram punyaketam lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anutaram punyaketam lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anutaram punyaketam lokasati.
Sister T, we can start now. Yes.
Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā. Esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ahuneyo pahuneyo dakineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyaketam lokasati. Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho. Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya ketang lokasati Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya ketang lokasati Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya ketang lokasati Suppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ujuppaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Ñāyappaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Sāmīcippaṭipanno bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho Yadidaṁ cattāri purisa-yugāni aṭṭha purisapuggalā esa bhagavato sāvaka-saṅgho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punya ketang lokasati.
Thank you very much. All right, now we can go for our own practice. All right. So now after all these Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, all these are actually samatha. So after samatha, then we can change to vipassana. So how to change vipassana means you observe the body and mind. All right. So I think most of you know how to practice meditation, right? Anybody not sure how to practice? You all know how to practice meditation, right? Okay, then we can start now, all right?